So, long story short, I haven't posted an actual length video in 2 weeks, at least. I actually just went into my YouTube and noticed that I haven't posted a video since July 18th. That's a full-length video. I've posted some shorts, but I haven't posted an actual full-length video. I do have a fun week coming up next week I'm really excited about. I'm actually working on a couple of videos this week for next week. But I'm going to keep that a surprise, and you guys will find out next week. But anyways, and yes, they all are recipes that I'm working on for next week. And it's so fun. Alright, I'm talking to you guys as if you guys are my best friends. So I'm just going to get this out of the way so you guys can, I guess, just get on the day. I don't know how in tune you guys are into my channel. I love making videos on here, but as you've noticed, I haven't made a full-length video since July 18th. I've posted a couple of shorts here and there, but I haven't made an actual video. Well, my family recently went through a tragic experience. I had my second miscarriage. And yes, it's a personal story, I guess you would call it, a personal event that happened. But I feel like if my experience can help one person, then it's worth it. I don't know how it could, but I have heard stories on Facebook and whatnot on how talking about events like this that happen can help other people. Was it hard at first? Yes. I did need a couple of days to just zone out and, just spend time with my son. Those couple of days turned into not making a video for 2 weeks straight, an actual video. The shorts I don't consider actual videos because only a couple of seconds here and there. But an actual full-length video. I haven't made any recipes. My family has literally been eating foods that I've already made recipes on from before, so I'm not going to repost it the same recipe. Or they're eating something like popcorn chicken for dinner. Yeah. This miscarriage was not as hard because it is my second miscarriage. I had a miscarriage about 6 years ago, right around the same time too, ironically enough. That one was a lot harder. I was out of it for a good 2-3 weeks. And when I mean out of it, my son was either with my husband or he was with my sister or my parents or whatnot. I couldn't mentally get myself out of bed. I was so distraught. So I do believe it has a lot to do with the fact that I have hypothyroidism. That's what I've been told, is that because with my hypothyroidism, it's going to be TMI for some people, so if you want to turn this camera off, go right ahead. If you want to turn this video off, go right ahead. But anyways, with my hypothyroidism, my thyroid doesn't produce the way it should. Therefore, I'm not infertile, but I don't get a period every 28 days like a normal person would. I can go a month, 2 months without getting my period. I recently went 3 months without getting my period. Like I said, it's going to be very TMI, so stick with me, guys. I went on birth control back in February. I stopped in April because the birth control gave me blood clots, which is actually the second form of birth control that gave me blood clots. I was just on the pill. The first form was the depot shot. So, Easter weekend, actually Easter day, the day of Easter, I believe it was April 4th, I had 2 massive blood clots. So I ignored it, went on my day, because I was not going to ruin a holiday for my son. So we went and had Easter dinner and whatnot, and I hadn't got my period since. I got my period last week. That was the first time since April. But anyways, long story short, what I'm telling you guys about this is because I tested myself in mid-July. If I did a Target haul recently, it was right around that time. If not, it was like the first or second weekend of July. My husband and I, it was actually a Saturday night. But anyways, my husband and I had gone to Target to get some stuff. And I just, out of the blue, I picked one up. I'm like, you know what? I know I can't get pregnant, but hell, let's go ahead and try it. So I picked it up. I tested positive. It's not like I'm testing for coronavirus. It's not a funny story, but it's what gets me through it. So I went up. I picked out the test, came home, tested. It said yes. I went, got a blood test at the doctor's. That said yes. Long and behold, a week later, I started bleeding heavily, and I ended up having a miscarriage. So, I mean, it's hard, but I guess I'm just used to it. It's happened before. If anybody's wondering would I love to have more kids, yes, of course. My son is the love of my life. I'd love to give him a little sibling. And yes, he was aware of the situation. He was aware that, yes, mommy was pregnant, and yes, mommy did lose the baby. When I first had the miscarriage, he was 1.5 years old. His birthday's in November. My previous miscarriage happened in August, mid-August. So, I tested the previous, my mind's been so crazy lately, guys, I'm not even playing. But yeah, he doesn't really understand that one because he was just 1.5 years old. But with this one, he's 6 years old, he's going to be 7 in November. He fully understand what was going on, fully understood. So I feel like it was hard, but wasn't as hard. And the only reason why it was hard is because my son was so excited. I would love to adopt. We unfortunately do not have the finances to adopt. I would love to go through IVF. We don't have the finances for that. I'm a stay-at-home mom. My husband works 40 hours a week, sometimes up to 50 hours a week. But we don't make the big dollars, if you want to call that. But the reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you guys know that yes, I am here. I will be making more videos. I'm doing a lot of recipes this week that I'm going to post next week. And you know what, since you guys have made it through this video this far, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys what the theme of next week is. I am doing a Disney recipe week. So you will have recipes from Beauty and the Beast, The Little Mermaid, and I'm coming up with other recipes along the way. So stay tuned for that, because you're not going to want to miss a whole week of Disney recipes. Or it might just be 2 or 3 Disney recipes, depending on what I get through this week, and the fact that what I am physically up to doing. I am exhausted, with a capital E. This miscarriage really took a toll on my body. And it's just an experience that we had to live through. And if you have any questions at all, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. And I will definitely answer your questions. I mean, if you guys have had any infertility issues yourself, I'd be happy to talk to you. But for the time being, I don't have any real videos coming out this week. I'm hoping to post the first video on Monday, which I'm so excited for. I literally have the recipe in the oven now. It will be a mix. Next week's recipes will be a mix of dinners, desserts. It's gonna be fun. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I just want to thank you guys so much for making it through to the end of this video. And I will be posting the videos next week.